Alright guys, so episode 1 today of the course that I'm going to have on the jab alone. Now you might be asking, why are you making a course on just the jab? Why not just make one video where it's simple? The jab is much more complex than you think. And there are many technical errors and technical nuances that we have to talk about before you can be really successful with the jab. So today's topic will be all about why most fighters have little to no jab. And to me, I have two reasons. Number one, most beginners and even most fighters, they underestimate the power of the jab, which means that today we are mostly focused on power shots and shots that truly hurt your opponent in one moment. We don't care about accumulation anymore, and most of the people who do damage their opponent through accumulation are the people with the best jabs. So Lomachenko. You also have Floyd, of course, the most popular one, Rigondeaux, and then Golovkin. Those are like, Golovkin can also punch you and then knock you out, but he can also do it by accumulation of punches. So, number one, people underestimate the power of the jab. Most people nowadays lead with the left hook or with the right hand. They don't even lead with a jab. If they do lead with a jab, most of the time it's going to be a setup. So it's going to be right here. They're going to be right here. And then, boom, going to be right here. Boom, going to be right here. Tapping shots, and then set it up with the power shots. Why is that? Because nowadays, again, people underestimate the power of the jab. What is my second reason for this? My second reason for this is because it's tiring. If you actually put some power on your jab, as opposed to doing this, if you put some power behind it, after a while, your shoulders will get exhausted. And so people just prefer not to do it because it's, number one, it's very hard to land. Number two, it's exhausting. Like hooks, most people can throw hooks all day. You know why? Because your other muscles are working. And the jab hits your shoulders. So after a while, your rear deltoid will get tension, and now all of a sudden you're tired. Right? So if you look at most people, they have a very good jab for the first couple of rounds. But in the 10th round or 11th round, you're gonna see them like this. Then they're gonna throw their power shot. Right? They can still throw their power shots, but the jab is not there anymore because the jab takes a lot of tension, or the jab puts a lot of tension on your shoulders, especially if you commit to it. So it takes a lot more training and it takes a lot more stamina in order to really keep the jab powerful throughout the entirety of the fight. So that's another reason why. Now, how do we find the jab? How do we find the jab? We find the jab by looking at the technique that we can make, or the technical adjustments that we can make it as efficient as possible for our particular style. Make it as comfortable as possible for our particular style, and make it so that we can sustain that same power for the entirety of the fight. What I mean by that is, some people don't even need to step in when they jab because they have long arms. So if you look at Golovkin, he's like this. Doesn't even need to step in. He can just go right here, right? Most people get success from throwing it straight and then stepping in, like Mikey Garcia or Ricardo Lopez. Some people, they don't need the fucking jab. They don't use the jab. So they go like this. Boom. Alright, so they don't even use the jab. But finding the jab is important because there are many technical adjustments that should be made in order to make the jab work for you. Right, so if you're a fighter and then you try to copy the jab of Marquez and then you find that you're getting tired quickly because of it, or you're not putting enough power in it, you may need to try out another jab, or you may need to make an adjustment at least in your jab technique. So that's what I'm trying to get you guys to do here. So throughout this course, we're going to have 4 more, and what we're going to do is we're going to look at different parts of your body that can have different varieties of or different positions, so that when you throw the jab, um, it can work for you, and you're going to be able to realize the advantages and the disadvantages of every technique that or every position that your body may be in when you throw the jab. So we're going to have 4 more of these, and we're going to speak on those. And then in the end, I'm going to speak on issues with the jab. Why you can't keep the same power that you have on the jab. Why you can't keep that up for the entirety of the fight. Why can you throw jabs like this for the first round, and then by the 6th round, you're like this? And then you start putting your hands down. Why does that happen? We're also going to tackle that in the end, and then we're going to make an adjustment based on that issue that fighters are having. So this will apply both for people with their hands up, cross guard, Felicia, hands down, high guard. All of these techniques will apply. Like I said, I'm not going to give you a every size fits all, or is that even how you call it? I'm not going to give you an objective way of throwing the jab. I'm just going to give you a couple of different perspectives on the technical adjustments that you can make, so you can determine whether or not it fits you, and then you can go ahead and start practicing it. You can start changing your form or your jabbing technique, and then you can become more efficient in the long run. So that'll be it. Go ahead and watch out for the next couple of videos, and this is going to be our full course. I'm going to upload this on YouTube, but if you want early access, go to Patreon right now. We're going to have 5 videos over there. The full course will be there before every single one of the videos are uploaded on YouTube. So if you want to wait for all the videos here on YouTube, that's perfectly fine. But obviously, if you want to watch everything in one setting, go on Patreon. You can go there and check out the course. Thank you guys for watching. See you on the next one.